Hello, Glyn. It's nice to catch up with you. Now we're at the gallery on the Hoe.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Go on. Hang on, start again.
Yeah. Okay.
Hello, Glyn. Nice to catch up with you. Now we're at the gallery on the Hoe.
Yeah. We're just getting ready for the official opening tonight.
Yes.
Which is 5:30.
And it's the 21st of November today, isn't it?
It is indeed. Yeah.
So just keep track of the days.
Yeah. So just putting labels up and prices and doing the final finishing touches before the big launch.
So how's your work coming on?
Okay, yeah, I'm really pleased. I've recently stopped doing a lot of my other work just to concentrate on my artwork.
Yes.
So it's now trying to discipline myself to paint on a regular daily basis, while also spending time manning the gallery with the rest of the crew. We take it in turns to do that. It's very exciting, to be perfectly honest.
So what pieces have you got in the exhibition today?
Right, I never put a piece in an exhibition till I've actually put it in print first.
Right.
I like to have...
Can you just show us the prints?
Yeah, sure. It's one of those things that, well, for example, if I show you print of a piece here,
This must cost quite a lot to do all this, actually.
It does.
It's an investment.
Yes, it does, which is why I have to do it very slowly, wait to sell a few paintings or prints, and then that money gets reinvested in more prints.
Yeah.
But, for example, that painting I sold a couple of weeks ago, and it's really funny. I woke up in the middle of the night. I was really excited that I'd sold a painting.
Yes.
But then I woke up in the middle of the night, and I went to look for it, and because you put so much of yourself into your work, that it was like, oh, a bit of me's gone.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is. I mean, I know it sounds a bit of a cliche, but
if you haven't got any emotion in it, you're not painting anything.
No, so I always put my paintings into print first.
Yes.
So I can sort of let go of them when I sell them.
Uh-huh.
So the pieces that I've got up here are the ones that I've still got that are in print.
Yes.
But I have more pieces that I'm working on that will be going into print shortly.
Uh-huh.
I've got another 5 pieces, I believe, that I'm working on at the moment.
And how long does it take you to do a piece?
I always get asked this question. To be perfectly honest, I mean, the only way I can give you an example. When I'm painting, I completely lose track of time.
Yes.
And it's a little bit embarrassing. I had a friend stay end of September.
Yeah.
Pops down once a year, and we had dinner and all the rest of it. And I said, "Do you mind if I paint for a little while?" Thinking it'd be about an hour.
Yes.
5 hours later. And the interesting thing, he was actually, I was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, mate."
Yeah.
But he was actually, it's like, no, it was fascinating to watch.
Yes.
How long it takes each piece, I really don't know, because I work on more than one piece at a time.
Yeah.
And some paintings, for example, the one that you started looking at, this piece here, I realised I first started painting that the end of March last year. Then I left it for a while.
Yes.
Because it wasn't doing what I wanted it to do. And I came back to it very recently. And I've worked on it for a few weeks off and on, but I've also been working on other paintings at the same time. So it's difficult to gauge exactly how long a piece takes me.
Yeah.
And also, because I paint in layers,
yes,
I have to let the layers dry before I can
So you start off with dark colours, do you? Or
I start off with actually a neutral background.
Yes, light or dark?
Literally neutral, halfway between the two.
Mid-tone greyish.
Yeah, it's normally mixed up from a dark blue and a brown and a bit of white, just to get rid of that horrible, brilliant white canvas. And then I'll work on the properties of the colours, the tones, the tints and the shades, and start to build out those layers and depths as I work along. Yeah.
So what was this picture, this painting of?
Right, interesting story behind that one.
We talked about it briefly before.
Yeah, I wanted to give a feeling of positivity rather than at one stage it got very, very dark.
Yes.
But it was a scene as I was coming down off Jewstone.
Yeah.
And I came across these...
Do you go climbing as well then?
Not so much climbing anymore, but a lot of hill...
Rock hopping. Yeah,
rock hopping, a lot of hill walking with my dog, if I'm either coastal or up on the moors.
Yeah.
And
so that's where the feeling comes from, by being outdoors all the time and being at one with the environment, which is the same with a lot of artists.
Yeah, I mean that
I've been talking to recently.
That's where I get my inspiration now, because I've taught art a lot, and I've always told people to find find something that they actually are passionate about, that they connect with. That's what's really important to paint, rather than just painting something because other people want you to paint it.
Can we quickly go through the other paintings?
Yeah, sure.
Can you tell us what they're about?
Right. This one is a leather tour.
Yes.
And it's I was driving back across the moors, and it was a really dramatic, thundery day, and there were bits of light that were sort of dancing across the moors, and I managed to find a point where I could view Burrator, the reservoir, and the leather tour, and a couple of the other tours around there, and I just caught this shaft of light going across. I took a few photos, which is the basis that I worked on for the painting, but there's these shafts of light and then dark patches, and it was really quite dramatic. I thought that was, to me, that is more interesting than if it was just a nice picture of the tour on a sunny day. That's what I was trying to capture there.
These are more self-explanatory, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, one of my...
When you're down by the sea and you're getting the irons and the endorphins.
Well, one of my passions is surfing, and just being by the sea. I mean, that's quite a typical closing out wave, based on a steep shoreline at Slapton, and then the piece down below is very much, it's funny enough, this one's quite popular with fellow surfers, where it's one of those days where there's an awful lot of white water and you're standing on the shore thinking, shall I go out, shan't I, is it going to be worth it, because I've got to get through all that white water.
Is white water difficult to get through then?
If you can't find the rip. I mean, I know a lot of people talk about rips in a very negative way, but we actually use rips as, if you understand what they are, use them to get out very quickly behind the waves. If you're trying to just get through the white water, especially if you're like me and you're on a longboard, you tend to get pounded and not get very far. So when you see
white water, it's normally a sign that you're going to get pulled out to sea anyway?
No, well, the white water is all the water coming in.
Yes.
But a rip current is actually where that energy is going back out.
Yeah.
And that will be the patch where there isn't the white water.
Oh, right.
And the waves aren't breaking.
Yes.
Which, there you go, a little bit of public safety bit. But
well, I've been caught in a rip tide before now. Down at Plymouth.
Oh, right. I've been caught in a few, but normally... actually, look for them to use them to get out.
Yes.
But so it's just I mean, from a surfing point of view, we're looking more at nice, clean, peeling waves. And when you've got all that white water, it's very much shall I go out, shan't I?
So what else have we got?
Right. These two are also
love the lighting in this one.
Thank you. They're both based at Wembury.
Yes.
I try not to put the Great Muse tune in every painting, because whilst it's a wonderful island, it's got something about it for myself and for a lot of other people. A good friend of mine, a photographer, said, for goodness sake, don't put the island in every painting or photo, because then you actually take away from that magic, that special, exciting thing about it. So it's in that one, but in the background.
Yes.
And this is perhaps a more typical view of Wembury, what most people think of when they go down there, particularly the sun's going down.
I'm surprised the photographer said that, really, because I mean, if it's needed to be there, like it is there, then if you're working in Wembury, it's all about the the monumental aspect of.
Yeah, but I suppose it's a bit like if you look at Plymouth.
It becomes cliche.
It becomes a cliche. It's like Smeaton's Tower in Plymouth. If it's in every picture, every postcard, every photograph.
Yeah.
It actually takes exactly. It takes away from, as I say, that sort of the specialness of it.
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah.
So this piece here, which if you could sort of imagine, it's the Muse stone would be about there.
Yes.
It's the focus of this painting was about the light, which I've seen so many times, of light breaking through clouds and those beautiful shafts that then just sort of catch the top of a peeling wave. Just you get that lovely sort of glittery, it's almost sort of like metallic.
Yeah, well, it is, because it's like reflecting through glass.
Yeah.
Which is what Tom, when I interviewed Tom the other day, I saw in his work as well.
Yeah, I mean, I love it. There's an expression. I'm working on a piece which is actually a commission, where I really tried to focus on that. Well, I think it was Tolkien used an expression of silver glass.
Yes.
And it's that sort of. That's what I'm trying to capture in the piece that I'm working on, which will go into
the way the
print.
photons are reflected through the element of glass as well, and you get that almost Mediterranean blue coming through.
Well, that's what's really interesting, is you can pan round. At one point it will be metallic like silver.
Yeah.
And then you just move a little bit and you get all these different blues and greens.
A lot of it's
greys.
the reflection from the sky above, isn't it?
It is.
What the clouds are doing.
Yeah. But also the light that's then hitting them. I mean, that's the one thing. That's why I never get bored of painting water, because it's just constantly changing. It's so
tremendous,
so exciting.
Well,
yeah.
Well, thanks a lot, Glyn. I'll catch up with you later on today.
Okay, great.